How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream of the day. 7:30 a.m. here in the Morgan, in Deutschland. Come on in, get your diaper strapped. Let's see what the devs announced, alright? I've heard some things in the dark. A little bit of rattling on the twatter. But I want to figure out what's going on so we can figure out what it actually means, alright? Because not too many people, not too many content creators actually speak behavior, right? So let's get into it and let's all right. Where is it? 1 day ago, Dead by Daylight community stream. All right, let's do oh, this one. The pills, doing well, doing well. That one, this one. All right. WLARP. All right. Let's see. Want to get right into it. All right, there's, you know, in every live stream there's going to be about 15 hours of blah. So
this is something we do every year. With that, which we are aware of.
Bro, how doesn't like Fung's skin here look like significantly better here than it does in game? They're really need to update the graphics, bro.
Thanks to you, and we're going to be working on that. So stay tuned for up.
3 milioni di Survivor, Virgo.
Gameplay update. All right, let's listen. Oh my god.
Diego. Happy
Range introductions. Let's get
don't do live balance changes for a chapter. That was the announcement we did previously. The reality is sometimes we need to, or we should, or we, you know, it's a good idea to always be flexible for this.
This section was a mess. Our mics were the biggest joke in history, bro. They do one stream a year. Can they handle it?
So, generally speaking, I'm going to talk a little bit about the difference between expectations for live balance.
That's down to 18 meters.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, more often than not, it's going to start with content where it's
blah 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 blah.
Call of Brine, Save the Best for Last, and Nurse's Calling.
Wait, they're gonna buff Call of Brine? Base permanent beauty fairies were received under overperformers limited to tunables. Didn't they just buff Call of Brine? What is that? Will they want to buff it more now? Okay. Call of Brine's not even that bad of a perk. Either is Nurse's Calling. The only perk here that's arguably bad is Save the Best for Last because they basically like ruin the perk.
We got numbers if we need them. This is the healthy that in for last night. So
your opinions, guys. I just want to skip to the text. You know, I know they want to talk 45 minutes in between each thing they post, but I'm not gonna let it happen. It's a bit loud. All right, let me turn it down a little bit. Let's try like here.
Break, Moment of Glory, Repressed Alliance, and Technician.
Oh, the Jason lobby. Why is it even on, to be honest? Usually it's not even on in the background. Alright, I see. It's because it's like highlighted. Okay.
These are all getting small tweaks.
I've got those. I've got some of those anyway. So apocalyptic ingenuity. We don't get me to say these words. My dyslexia is verbal as well as written. It's now 2 chests and 4 seconds. What was the next one? Adrenaline. Okay, that's actually going back to the way it used to be. So the haste is now increased back to 4 seconds from 3 seconds. The exhaustion will remain at 40 seconds.
That's right.
So I think that's because it got hit a bit with.
Wait, did they already say what they're doing to these perks?
And
Slower. Survivor.
Hold on, let me go back.
Limited. We got looking at buffing, Call of Brine, Save the Best for Last, and Nurse's Calling.
I got numbers if we need the numbers.
Sure.
Do we need the numbers?
Yes, we need the numbers. Man.
I can't read them with my glasses on. Okay, so Nurse's Calling, that's going to be regardless of the health state, the healing is shown.
Regardless of the health state, the healing is shown. Does that mean it's going to work when you're mending now? Is that what they're trying to say? That's the only thing that can come to my mind, not going to lie.
So if we remember, there was a change and a bug fix recently, and with the feedback from the bug fix, it caused us to rethink how we want that perk to work more than anything else.
Exactly.
Call of Brine.
Working on downed survivors would be a huge buff to slugging. So I don't know if they would do that. I mean, they're pretty, like, let's be honest, like, they're pretty dumb. So it's entirely possible that that's what they mean, but it would be very strange.
This will increase the time of regression from 70 seconds to 90 seconds.
I mean, that's fine.
And what else have we got? I don't have Save the Best for Last numbers.
No.
Oh, so they want to change the numbers of Save the Best for Last. I mean, you could go that route, but like, yeah. I don't know. Like, here's the problem: is that Save the Best for Last was a good, like, it worked how it should have worked already, right? Like, the idea is that here's a perk that you can use to basically, like, on certain killers and find ways to, like, make, usually weaker killers stronger, like Demogorgon, for example, because if he hits a survivor with his M2 attack, he doesn't lose his, like, Stabiffle stacks, right? So it was kind of like this really cool synergy that you could have with some killers, but not every killer. And it, in a way, almost made those killers, like, viable. And then they removed that. So, like, if they come back now and they just make a number increase, all you're going to get is probably killers that shouldn't be using Save the Best for Last are going to start using Save the Best for Last and just ignoring the obsession entirely. So it's kind of just a bad idea. Welcome back. Audio cuts off. Yeah, so I'm just going to call it right now that if they don't just fundamentally change how Save the Best for Last works back to how it used to work or a new way, it'll be a failed perk.
No.
A failed perk in the sense that it will do something unhealthy for the game, regardless of who it benefits.
Well, you'll see in the patch notes.
Yeah, sorry.
Last I checked, we were doing a playtest earlier today. It's still a little bit in flux. For survivor buffs, there's quite a few, but not as many as you might think.
There's quite a few, but not as many as you might think. Triple the amount that they just announced for Killer. Like, oh, you bet you think there's only not going to be as many as Killer, huh? No, there's going to be triple, but it's not as many as you would have thought.
Apocalyptic Ingenuity, Adrenaline, Clean Break, Moment of Glory, Repressed Alliance, and Technician.
Technician really needs to be buffed, in my opinion. It's like it's such a solid idea for a perk, but like it's never been good because of the penalty, and it's made no sense to have a penalty, I don't think. Like, it's a perk. He's a neckbeard shaved off. I've never heard of that insult before. All they have to do is let special attacks ignore Stabiffle again, and it's back to its former glory. That's it. That's the key to making that perk, like, unique and interesting. That's literally the key to making that perk unique and interesting. It should be a perk that buffs M1 killers, basically.
These are all getting small tweaks.
I've got some of those anyway. So apocalyptic ingenuity. We don't get me to say these words. My dyslexia is verbal as well as written. It's now 2 chests.
No comment.
and 4 seconds. What was the next one?
What even is apocalyptic ingenuity, guys? Like, does anybody know? Let me see. Okay, apocalyptic ingenuity is a Rick perk. Oh, is this the pallet perk? The auras of broken pallets are revealed to you within 32 meters. After unlocking or rummaging through 2 chests, the perk gains a special ability while standing next to a location of a broken pallet. Press and hold the active ability button for 4 seconds to rebuild a fragile pallet that breaks instantly when dropped. So, like I said before, the only way to make this perk valuable is to make it to where you actually rebuild a real pallet. And I know that's like super disgustingly strong, and maybe you could limit it to like 1 use per trial or something, but like that's quite literally the only way to get value out of a perk like this. Nobody will ever run a build that takes 4 seconds to rebuild a fragile pallet unless maybe there's absolutely no requirement to build the pallet. That's maybe the only way they would run it, because fragile pallets are so like bad, and like the only value you could really ever get out of like a fragile pallet in the anniversary modes was when you literally spawned it on like the killer and like got a save with it, but you can't spawn it if it takes you 4 seconds to build it. So it's a really, really bad perk. Like, when it comes to value and how strong other perks are, it just makes no sense to use it.
And 4 seconds. As well as annuity. We don't get me to say these words. My dyslexia is verbal as well as written. It's now 2 chests and 4 seconds. What was the next one?
Adrenaline.
Adrenaline. Oh,
She said what the perk is now, but she didn't say what it's gonna become. She said it's 4 like it's 2 chests in 4 seconds, right? That's what the perk is now. You have to rummage or search through 2 chests, and it takes 4 seconds to build the pallet, and then she just moved on. Oh man, dude. Oh, how is it the same at every company in the world? I swear to God, it's the same fucking thing at every company.
okay, that's actually going back to the way it used to be. So the haste is now increased back to 4 seconds from 3 seconds. The exhaustion will remain at 40 seconds.
That's right.
So I think that's because it got hit a bit with diminishing returns.
That's right.
That sort of thing,
That's
wasn't it? Yeah. And clean break, that is going to be 45 seconds broken instead of the 60 seconds.
Alright, I have to look up what clean breaking game is because these devs are too lazy to even put like an image up of what the fuck perks they're talking about. Alright. They just rely on the community to do everything for them. Okay, it's a Tory perk, and it is you suffer from... Okay, after completing a healing action on another survivor, clean break activates. So you have to heal somebody for it to activate. Press the active ability button while being healed by another survivor to trigger the following effects. You become broken, and then you are automatically healed after 1 minute. The effect is canceled prematurely if you enter the dying state. So, I mean, I kind of get the idea. Here's the problem with this perk. Alright, this is the reason why I think people wouldn't want to use this perk. Is first of all, you have to heal somebody else to even get it to trigger it, right? So that's already kind of like a negative for only like healing you 1 time. But the biggest problem with it is that it only activates while you're being healed by another survivor, right? So like, let's go into like a situation where maybe you get unhooked and somebody with will make it starts to heal you, and you want to get value out of your perk. So like instead of letting them just heal you in 2 seconds, instead you hit this button, you break yourself, and then you stay injured for 30 seconds while you're working on a generator, and then the killer comes around the corner and like downs you. Like you could have just let the survivor heal you, or better yet, you could have just ran Resurgence and then had like a guaranteed 2-second heal from your teammate. So there's basically no reason to run this perk in the current like power creep cycle that we're in. It's power corrupt before it even exists. Or just run poised so that when you heal the other person, you heal yourself too. You know, like there's so many other choices. Like clean break is just a bad perk. It needs, like, the game is unfortunately so broken when it comes to like perk design that you have to make a broken perk for it to be valuable. We are indeed talking about
So
behavior.
that one I've got. And Repressed Alliance is the generator block time, I think, is increasing slightly.
Yeah.
But that Repressed Alliance again is that you block the gen basically so the killer can't damage it, right? They can't kick it or something. How many killers are still using like gen block perks? I don't know. I think that if you want to make Repressed Alliance an actual good perk, you need to give Survivor control over when the gen gets unblocked, right? That way, if their teammate's about to get hooked, they can Repressed Alliance the gen to avoid pain res, then unblock it and start working on it again. Or if the killer's coming to it, they can block it to avoid it getting like kicked or turn back the clock or whatever. And then when the killer leaves, then they don't have to sit there for an extra 15 seconds or something for the gen to get unblocked. If you increase the time that the gen is blocked, it's actually going to make the perk worse because it's going to most likely make it to where like it's going to end up hurting the survivor because it's going to be too long. The killer's not going to hover around if the gen is blocked. They're going to leave. So the second they leave, that survivor wants to be back on that gen, and if they can't be back on the gen, then this is literally just making the perk worse.
Just not much, but again,
A slight increase,
a slight increase.
They literally think they're buffing the perk and they're nerfing it. That's crazy. They're making it worse because they don't understand how the game works at all. It's weird how they thought increasing the duration of Repressed Alliance is buffing it, but they're actually nerfing it. They just need to give the user the ability to cancel the block. And I guarantee you guys that if you ask like any content creator on the game, they will tell you instantly with 2 seconds of thought that increasing the time a gen is blocked from Repressed Alliance is a nerf. But these devs, like they sit there confidently proud of their decision. It's mind-boggling. Like when a gen is blocked for a certain time, you as killer put your focus on other things and not on a specific generator. Yeah, I know that the killer's not just sitting there with his fists on his hips going like, when is this gen gonna be unblocked? My time is being wasted. It's never gonna happen. They're gonna instantly move away.
All right, so now debuffs.
What do people in the chat say? No, bad devs. Boo.
If you're concerned that there's more survivor buffs than killer,
Not much. If you're concerned that there's more survivor buffs than killer buffs, all right, let's see where he goes with this.
buffs, just wait a moment. So for
just wait a moment. Ooh, like, I got something cooking for you guys. We'll see.
debuffs on the killer side, it's really just one.
Well, I added more.
Okay. Oh, did you?
Yes.
Oof.
Sorry.
Get me in trouble now. Nowhere to hide.
Yeah. So that's down to 18 meters from 24 meters.
Good.
Down to 18 meters from 24 meters. I mean, that's still fine. I think nowhere to hide, or like definitely its range was a bit insane. But the biggest problem with nowhere to hide has always been the fact that it was supposed to be like the aura effect was supposed to stick to the gen. It wasn't supposed to follow the killer. So like with nowhere to hide, for example, if you're like say playing unknown, or Sadako, you can kick a generator, teleport across the map, and still have aura reading on everybody around you. I mean, in the end, I guess we still have that, and the game's like really shit balanced, so I'm not going to complain about having that. But if they were intelligent developers and they were trying to make the game healthier, they would have made the aura reading stick to the gen. Because like Nerfs can use it, for example. Like Nerfs can kick a generator and then like blink and see people and hit them with their second blink from like 100 miles away.
I'm going to be affected by that one. I'm sorry.
Choleraphobia.
Yeah,
This guy's like, what's that perk? I don't even know what that is.
couldn't say it either. That's going to heal.
I couldn't say it either. There's 3 people here, and 2 out of 3 of them couldn't say the word.
30% slower. It's currently 50% slower on live.
And Thrill of the
I mean, congratulations. You made a bad perk even worse. Choleraphobia dead. Let's go. Another dead perk. That's like the nerf too. Such a boring nerf.
That's going to be each stack is going to be 10%. So I think that was down from 12.
From 12.
From 12.
So if each stack is gonna, if like the max stack is 10% per hex now, it's going to be the totems are 50% instead of 60%. That's really not a big nerf to Thrill of the Hunt. And Thrill of the Hunt is arguably the most unhealthy perk here, I would say. I mean, quite confidently say it's the most unhealthy out of these 3. Like, Choleraphobia is not even unhealthy at all. Nowhere to Hide has like some issues, I guess you could say, but like Thrill of the Hunt was the only one that was like actually like probably worthy of being nerfed. It's hard to say anything's worthy of being nerfed in like the current landscape of the game with like the balance inconsistencies and stuff, but if you were really like, if your mind was set on I want to make this game healthy and you don't look at it from killer or survivor perspective, Thrill of the Hunt definitely is a perk that was unhealthy. But in the current landscape of the game, Thrill of the Hunt isn't even like a big deal because like Survivor is so broken. I can't believe these people still have jobs. You realize wherever you work that like the stupidest people will always get promoted because like the stupidest people are like, yeah, it's just how it is. I don't know exactly what causes it. I've heard some theories on why it happens, but it definitely is a fact.
12.
This is a temporary one.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're going to have bigger changes for this in the next mid-chapter, but this goes back to what Matthew was saying by identifying an emerging need. We're noticing this a lot on live right now and how problematic this is becoming. So to get ahead of it, we're going to reduce the numbers just for this patch, and then it's going to get a bigger change.
Okay, so Thrill of the Hunt, they're going to nerf the numbers in a way that won't even have an effect on the perk at all, really. And then in the future, they're going to just rework it completely, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
In the mid-chapter.
This is another good example.
Strivers, climbers, weasels slithering there right at the top. Yeah, it's always the people that want to take their lunch breaks when the managers take their lunch breaks and brown nose that get the promotions, you know? It's never like the actual like hard workers really that get promoted. From what I've noticed at everywhere I've ever worked in my life.
Of we know it may or may not have more interactions with the killer being released, so we want to get ahead of, you know, needing to affect the killer when it's really just a global problem that we should be improving sooner rather than later.
Yeah.
So, survivor debuffs. There's 3. And I think most players are going to be excited. I'm going to say it before I show it. Small numerical changes. Don't expect a lot. But that just because we're doing it now doesn't mean we're not going to further change them in the future. This is just getting them ready to see where we need to take them in future releases.
Exactly.
Sprint burst, deliverance, and vigil.
Yeah. So sprint.
Is she gonna say the numbers? They're nerfing they're nerfing Geralt of Narnia.
Burst 50% haste for 2 seconds instead of the 3 seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
1 second haste nerf on sprint burst. I mean, it's something. Definitely something.
Vigil is going to be from 66 to 40%, isn't it?
What are they talking about? 60 down to 40? Eh? Am I dumb? You were broken for 60 seconds after unhooking yourself. Are they talking about a buff? If they want to go from 60 seconds down to 40 seconds?
Down to 40.
All right.
I think 40.
It's in flux.
It's in 40, 44%. We'll fight over it and see who wins.
Or did they say deliverance or vigil? Maybe I'm really.
There's 3. Small that I'm ready first, deliverance, and
percent haste for 2 seconds instead of the 3 seconds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Vigil is going to be from 66 to
44%,
isn't it?
Okay, so recover from 6 down to 44. So it's basically going down to the green version of the perk, like the basic version of the perk. What does that mean? Like mathematically, what does that mean? So if you have like a perk that, let's say, has a 40-second cooldown, and it's reduced by, I don't know, what'd you say, 44%? 40%? How long is... I mean, that still essentially cuts the entire, like, the cooldown timer in half, right? Like sprint burst, if it was on a 40-second cooldown, we go down to 22 seconds. And like right now, sprint burst goes down to about like 26 seconds. So it would still be extremely strong. You like... That needs to fall in river. It can't be fixed with number changes. It would be too strong or too weak. I mean, one of the biggest issues with Vigil is that it should maybe just affect exhaustion, right? Or maybe it should like affect everything besides exhaustion. I think that tying exhaustion into the effect one way or the other is like the problem. Like it should be the main focus, right? So that if you want your exhaustion to be stronger, it costs you 2 perks. Or if you like aren't really interested in the exhaustion, but you want some maybe all the other benefits of it, like then you can run like a different perk. But they should not be the same perk. Like, that's just too big of a problem. Like, you literally get everything under one hat. It makes no sense.
Isn't it? Down to 40.
All right.
I think 40.
It's in flux.
It's in 40, 44%. We'll fight over it and see
40,
who wins.
40%. Hopefully it's 40% because 44, that's still like, that's still a really short cooldown. That's like almost cutting the like your exhaustion in half. Still.
And Dali. Everybody knows on the team that I always play with Dali, so it's like I've been teased about this. That's exactly it. I'm never telling them my perks again. You're broken now twice as long, so 120 seconds with Deliverance.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess. It's just funny that like you're broken for 120 seconds after using Deliverance, but if you shoulder the burden, you're only exposed for like 10 seconds with Vigil. like shoulder the burden's like 1,000 times more detrimental than Deliverance is, and the punishment for Deliverance is like quadruple of shoulder the burden.
Now, that's for this release.
Yeah.
We're going to have had 2 chapter releases in a row.
Yeah.
We skipped an entire mid-chapter. That means the changes we planned for diminishing returns got delayed.
Like, Deliverance is a weird one for me because I personally don't feel like I ever play against it. It's like so rare. Maybe it's because I slug so much, though. Like every match I win by slugging everybody to death, so that actually kind of makes some sense.
But those resources were kept. The general resources we had for the live team, we still did all the work on our side. There were other constraints for why we couldn't do a mid-chapter release, but we can start teasing some future changes. This is going to be for the release after this chapter.
I'm really surprised they're going to touch Sprint Burst. I'm not going to lie. I would have never expected them to touch Sprint Burst. And I actually don't think they'll go through with the Sprint Burst nerf. I don't think they'll do it. I think that, like, it'll... Too many survivors that rely on Sprint Burst will, like, just explode.
I'm not going to name specific perks. I just want to give everyone an idea of the amount of change that's coming. There's going to be no killer update. And I know we have a lot of killers that need updates. The original intention was to have phase 2 of Blight's rework here. And we had a design.
Wait, there's another phase of Blight's rework coming? That's interesting.
For it, it was more of a side grade than anything else based on his performance. Just really to change, you know, which add-ons are more or less popular, stuff like that, be a little bit more flexible in the future. But we looked at the impact we expected that to have versus the delays for changes post diminishing returns. We didn't think it was going to be impactful enough. So we decided to put Blight aside for now and do more perks, 45 or more perks. We're still in the process of getting the work done, seeing how long it takes, playing with our bandwidth. This number probably expected to grow by a little bit more already, but that's a lot. It's a lot coming all at once.
And that's more than just number changes, isn't it?
Guys, like, this is great and all, but like, instead of making this like one giant meta shakeup or whatever, like, why not just like drip feed this into the game, right? Like, we don't need an update that changes 45 perks at once. We like actually don't, and if anything, it might actually be detrimental to the game because that's such a significant amount of changes at one time that like it might create problems that should never have existed in the first place. So like, why not just drip feed this into the game as you update them? It can't be that difficult to update or put, like, if you have like 45 perks in development, put like 3 or 4 or 5 changes in every update you do, every chapter, every mid chapter, just to like change 5 perks, make it like a goal, or like maybe 6 perks, right? Like you like take 6 perks, nerf or buff, and 3 for killer, 3 for survivor, and just change them every update. Like, jerk feed it. Why do we need some giant, massive, like, perk overhaul where it's probably going to end up causing a bunch of issues because there's going to be so many oversights in their design that they don't think about? It's so weird. Why would you do it? They used the word debuffs wrong. These 45 perk changes are going to be nothing burgers anyway. Only like 5 of them are going to be good changes. Well, there's probably going to be a few things that are disgustingly broken and overpowered. A lot of them are going to be completely worthless. And then some of them are probably going to have synergies that are absolutely disgusting. Like, remember the old, like, what was it, For the People? And, like, there was a one you could use that was really nasty where you could run up, use For the People on somebody, and then that person would have endurance and you would have endurance. So it was essentially like a no counterplay reset to any down you got. Buckle up. Yeah. Oh my god. That was so nasty. Like, so there's gonna be shit like that in there because they can't think it through enough, right? That's too many perks at one time. They're like, you're gonna make a mistake. It still works to this day. They had to have changed it in some way because it used to be in every match that I played. So instead of it being 2 perks, it requires 3 perks now, basically. I see. Well, until somebody starts to pretend that that's meta, no one will use it again, hopefully. everybody has to be spoon-fed, like, well, what to do that's overpowered in Dead by Daylight. It's really one of the, like, weirdest things about Dead by Daylight for me is the fact that nobody's picked up on how like, disgustingly overpowered Plague is with her S-tier add-ons. Yeah, like, overpowered, but you know what I mean? Like, she's so strong and people still treat her like she's C tier. It's crazy.
That's right. A lot of these
people sleep on Knight too. Knight's like disgustingly strong as well.
These are reworks. It's about even between killer and survivor. It's split between general perk updates and diminishing returns. Obviously, I just said it a bunch of times.
So a lot of those perks are just going to be really boring, like diminishing return updates. Diminishing returns was such a dumb idea, man. Like, the way they did it was just so dumb. There may have been a way to do it, but like the way they did it is just gutted every like meme build in the game that you like relied on stacking.
Late with bigger changes for diminishing returns. This will not be the last diminishing returns based update. We might not always say it's a diminishing returns focused update, but now diminishing returns is a permanent part of what we take into is simply use, and they don't see use for good reason. They haven't been updated in a long time, a lot of them. They were made for a game that was completely.
The fact that Resurgence to this day is completely slept on only proves DVD community is living in another dimension. It's crazy to me that people will still not use Resurgence. Like, the only time I don't use Resurgence is if I have something, like if I'm basically running a build that's purposely like not as good for some dumb reason. You know, maybe I want to meme around or use like a chill build or something, but like if you're like playing and have any intention of trying to use good perks and you think that there's a reason not to use Resurgence, you're quite literally insane.
Different, 10 years ago, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Like it's
Sprint burst nerf is a joke. I bet you they won't even go through with it because it's too big of a nerf for too many people. It's gonna feel too bad to too many people, so they won't go through with it. That's my assumption. Or they'll start using dramaturgy instead, because like with dramaturgy, it's kind of like dramaturgy is essentially going to become the same as sprint burst, right? Like I think they have the only difference was that dramaturgy is like a 2-second sprint. So you're basically giving people no reason to run sprint burst over dramaturgy. Is it strange resurgence that showed the burden basically ended Momo's blight streak? Or it is strange. Of course they did. Shoulder the Burden is the strongest perk of the entire game, easily.
You know, DBD has evolved, the players and how they like to play have evolved. The perks being touched are all getting side graded or better. Some are being reworked from the ground up, so they'll be that's it, modernized for
modernizing the current state of the game.
Perks that don't interact with diminishing returns at all because of
the other
players on the
is
majority of players. Debuffs are mostly effects that interact less with diminishing for now. No. So we're making, or just
basically doing right. We're not off the hook. That will allow players to be able to get away from the hook.
Where's Chandler Riggs? Let's whip him. They'll add 3 seconds to the cooldown for sprint burst, and odds will make a video calling it a game changer. Nothing will ever be the same.
Be able to avoid
Shattered Hope. I can't even. That's not
the
even.
elusive though is not going to be active in endgame.
That's right. But the 10 seconds.
The 10 seconds
is going to be.
Not going to see how that impacts. The elusive though is not going to be active in endgame.
That's right. But the 10 seconds.
Area of players to be able to get away from the hackers. Right now, you get the haste.
At the end of match. Or
protections.
Yes. So we're making a change to unhook protections at the end of match. Or just in general, and
in general,
especially for the end of match.
Especially for the end of the match.
In general, but especially at the end of match.
What we're basically doing right now, you get the haste, endurance, off the hook, it's 15 seconds. We're knocking that back down to 10 seconds. But you will also have elusive off the hook. That will allow players to be able to get away from the hook, to be able to avoid that area of tunneling. But it means that you won't be able to weaponize.
That's right.
So
it means that you won't be able to weaponize. Why don't you just say, like, at least try to be a little honest? Be like, it makes it a little bit less easy to weaponize it. You know, like, at least be a little bit honest about it. It's over, guys. The weaponization of borrowed time has been eliminated from the game. It's dead. You'll never be able to body block again with only 10 seconds of endurance.
Going to try it with that to see how that impacts. The elusive, though, is not going to be active in endgame.
That's right. But the 10 seconds.
The 10 seconds
is going to be.
Yeah, 10 seconds.
Do you realize, like, that I actually think that this is going to want to make killers hover closer to hooks because they don't want survivors to disappear with elusive, right? Like, I think right now there's this idea that when you play killer, like, you can return to the hook like maybe like a few seconds late and follow the scratch marks if they decided not to heal under hook and made like a run for it. But like with, and is this even gonna like work though? Because I have a feeling that when you get on hooks, survivors are gonna be really dumb, right? And they're gonna run together, which means that like the person who unhooked you is still gonna be leaving scratch marks to your location. I don't know. I think they're just gonna make killers go back to hook like earlier, and then they're gonna just follow the scratch marks of the person that is like unhooked you to where you're at, and then probably just tunnel you anyway.
Seconds haste and endurance is going to be there in endgame, but no elusive.
So this does make it a little bit more difficult to run across the entire universe in endgame. So I mean, we can be happy about that, though.
That means, you know, like Mandy said, less weaponizing, especially in endgame.
Yeah.
No, she didn't say less weaponizing. She said no weaponizing, but thank you for catch.
You want to go in for those last minute rescues. You want to make the altruistic play, but it's not going to be as easy or as free as it feels currently.
It was 15 seconds. We identified how far I survived.
It's not going to be as easy or as free as it feels. That language. It's not going to be as easy. So he's implying it is easy. And it's not going to be as free, implying it is free, but then ends it with as it feels. So like, it's not maybe really true, but we know you guys are emotional about it. Like, I don't, that's such a weird way to say it, but you know, it is a live stream. You can't pick apart literally everything people say, but it is interesting.
I could get with the haste and the endurance of the 15 seconds, and it was quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bit much.
Yeah. And then I think,
it is a bit much. What are you talking about? It is a bit much. Literally last year, your guys' quality of life goals were to like destroy the killer role completely. You wanted to give killers like, or survivors like 15 minutes of endurance off hook. They stand up 5 seconds after getting down by themselves with full heal, like, and now all of a sudden this is a bit too much. What are we on about? Don't pretend you guys know what you're talking about. It's insulting.
well, nah. Go on, you can say it.
Say what?
MMR. We've got that coming up for release.
Yes, that's another thing that's in the works. I can't speak a lot about it, but MMR and how it's calculated is not going to be purely based on kills anymore. So this is a big change. There's a lot going into it. We already have parts of it in the game not affecting players in any way.
No, doesn't affect players. No.
But just so we can collect data and see the impact it's going to have.
The data. Wait, is this new data a trade secret? Can I request it?
When we push it live.
It's just on our back end systems, but we should have more before the release on
That's
that.
right. More before the release. In PTB, I don't think we use MMR at all.
No, we don't use that in PTB. So it's going to be for the live release. So you can expect to hear more from a new.
So, I mean, realistically, they can dance around it and pretend that it's not true, but the only explanation for what they're doing is probably counting, like, pips, right? Because, like, what else could it be? They can't count how many hooks you got, because what about people who slug? That can't be, like, a thing. Like, what do they want to count? Like, they complicate this so much, man. They should just make it based off the pip system like they used to with rank reset. Just, like, literally just revert it. It was just such a healthier system. Because, like, if they go through with what they're kind of talking about, then you could just slug everybody to death, right? And then your MMR wouldn't go up. So then they would have to, like, come up with an idea of, like, okay, like, well, then how do we make slugging still affect MMR? And then in the end, does it even matter anymore? If everything makes your MMR go up, whether you kill people or don't kill people, or... It's not really the killer side of MMR that's really the problem. It's the other parts of MMR that are the problem. They're focusing on the wrong thing entirely. Like, with Survivor, the problem is that escaping is all that matters. So, like, Survivor side is the biggest problem with MMR, if you want to make it, like, actually, like, accurate. Because the person, like, they don't really track what people are doing in a match that makes, like, a team win or lose. Like, for example, like, say every time a killer comes to me in a match and I have Sprint Burst Vigil and I Sprint Burst Vigil across the universe and they commit to like a 20-second chase, and then by the time they catch up to me, they decide, oh, fuck this. I'm too far away from the gen. I'm going to teleport back. And they do that 3 or 4 times during the match. I've hurt that killer more than like a teammate who took the killer on like a slightly long chase, but then got down in the middle of 3 gens. So it's really hard to calculate like what a survivor is doing that is like helpful versus isn't helpful. They would need a lot to go into that. Oh, I'm sure it'll be. It probably at best won't change anything, and at worst will just make everything worse.
New York in the August live stream. Thank you, Matthew.
Thank you, Matt. Not going to. What you were trying to say?
Let's talk about MMR. She like whispers it like, let's talk about MMR. I think it's time. And he's like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah. And he's like, okay, we're still working on changing the MMR, that thing we announced like 2 years ago. And then they're like, wow, crazy announcement, guys, crazy. I can't believe it revealed that. All right. UX. On the previous update, we added the killer power to the match details, key information giving focus on learning.
I'll call you Pappy.
So, or something else. We couldn't communicate at that moment. To learn about killer power, different stuff. But as we evolve, we start seeing that we needed to improve the way we communicate stuff. So we have that tooltip. And
is Harambe the next killer? Should be. I once had a convo with ChatGPT about it, and he said that measured on kills and escapes, it's easier to measure MMR on, while it sounds unfair for one getting out who hit all game plus MMR. Yeah, that's the problem, is that there's too many people who get to high MMR by ratting or by playing with in like a Swift and then like boosting their MMR, when in reality they like aren't actually good as a solo player at all.
And after reading a couple of paragraphs, some people like me would end.
Why is everybody in chat screaming they can't hear them and that the mics are shit? Like, did they fix this in post or something? Like, I don't have any issues hearing them.
Up having a very hard time to understand.
Okay, and there, never mind.
Favorite.
Like, right after I said that, his mic cut out.
So, we don't want to keep just telling you what the killer power is about. We're not going as strong to say that I just missed one text there, but it doesn't matter. We need to provide. So, we are going to tell and show. So, let's roll. Oh,
maybe the like chat here is like a little bit ahead of what I'm saying.
There it is. Of course, I had all this prepared.
You had it all.
So we are having this new section for each single killer from now and.
Wow, I'm sure a lot of casual players are going to come in here and read all the like super long descriptions for every killer in the game to understand their powers. Because if there's one thing we've learned about the Dead by Daylight Survivor community, it's that they really want to make an effort to be better at the game.
The tooltip prepared list there on the map. Understand?
That's where we need to invest our time into, not changing perks or anything.
In their chat, and you don't play killer, because we do have a lot of players that play one side and not the other. So it's kind of good that they can actually have that visibility and then have that understanding, especially when it's a new killer. Actually have that visibility and then have that.
They're blurring out a lot here. I wonder why. I can already see the thing in the bottom right corner has changed. It shows you like the blood point bonus, and then like the thing underneath it's like a little bit different. There's definitely some things at the top of the screen they want to hide here.
Let me have a look at another match.
Judge me about this play. Which and every for all and sing for all
context.
So, right.
Yeah.
Might cut out.
And then we look at
might cut out.
In and of themselves, they're problematic when paired with other certain things. Higher MMR brackets, we're seeing certain builds that are a little bit more egregious.
Certain play styles.
Certain play styles.
Look at the proudness on Mandy's face for saying certain play styles. Look at the proudness. That's the kind of power, like proudness, that makes you go in the basement and whip Chandler a few times after the stream, huh? Certain play styles. Yeah, we get it. We get it. Those sons of bitch killers trying to win games again.
Styles that are, you know, a little...
Can I be blunt? Can I be blunt?
Well, you can.
I can be blunt. Basically, colorophobia because of the egregious slugging builds.
Oh my god. The egregious slugging bill. Ah! Can I be blunt? Bro. God damn it, Chandler. How dare you? This is all Chandler's fault. The egregious slugging builds with choleraphobia. What universe have I been living in where I've never played against this a single time when all I've basically played a survivor for the past few months? Where are all these egregious choleraphobia builds coming from? Did this happen like one time and now they like made it a priority? Like sometimes I think the devs are like, hey, let's play a match of Dead by Daylight. They play one match in a 4-man Swift and get stomped, and whatever it is that stomps them, they're like, that's it. This is a problem. Yeah.
And it's, you know, it's being used a lot in that. We're recognizing that.
Show me the data on choleraphobia usage, please. Show me the win rates and the lose rates, please. Show me. I'll do anything.
As a very unfun play style and something that isn't planned for what we want for plates.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. Nowhere to hide. You know, I hinted at it. There's some interaction.
Wait, Pally said something in chat. Just say slugging, but you should also ask why killers are slugging to begin with. Stay in your lane, killer player.
Already, we know that.
You guys are clearly professional.
We have similar expectations with the new killer who's coming up.
I can already see that somebody's sitting behind like the production thing of this. And they're like, hey, the mics keep cutting out. They're reading chat. The mics keep cutting out. And then the person sitting behind the camera is like, oh my God. Oh, I just, how do you want me to, work? Oh, no.
Later in the presentation. Unhealthy.
I hope I'm using it in a healthy way.
Okay. Well, both, thank you both very, very much.
Yes.
And let us know. We are there for an MMR.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. We're going to hand over to the Grimoire section now.
A Grimoire. Are you ready to sell some skins, boy? Let's sell some skins. All right, so this is like the stupid new killer they're adding, right? This is like the community's killer. So I expect it to be one of the worst designed killers ever made because, like, let's be honest, the Dead by Daylight community is like, when you go off like majority vote, which is literally what this is, you're literally speed running the biggest disaster imaginable. So I really expect this to just be like the worst designed killer ever made in every possible imaginable way, but we'll see. Why don't they just pre-record it? It's not like they interact with chat. Very true. They could even pre-record it, and then if they wanted to have a Q&A at the end, they could like do a live Q&A at the end of it. But we all know that they curate the questions they get from Q&A anyway, so like they could even pre-record that.
It's really about fine-tuning the balance, all the speed curves that we have, and how long the
major friction point that was addressed is the insta-fling. The hopeless exile is still being tuned. Survivor report hazards feeling too frequent. And they're going off of the Q&A, and they're going off of their, what do you call them? The people that like the content creators in their little content creation program that are testing it.
On the left side, you have the prototype version, which you may have remembered seeing in the past. And on the right side is from, like I said, a couple of days ago.
Of all the sick things we could have gotten in Dead by Daylight, we got some, like, Vecna angel killer. Like, doesn't this just look like Vecna again?
And you can see I'm trying to, like, recreate the same kind of movement so that you can see that it's functionally the same. And it's just, it's been super popular internally. People are having a lot of fun with it. And here, this is a comparison for the Exile. So if you hadn't seen the Exile in action, well, here it is. So you can see the crystals that you collect with the artifact. You can see the hazards as well that are...
What in the fucking Fortnite am I looking at right now? Is this Dead by Daylight?
Plummeting the ground and trying to make you die faster. And then if you compare it to the prototype, the frequency of them and how precise they are is much more different. So I'm just going to go back again. I didn't set it to loop because I'm too old. I don't know how that works. I lost my train of thought. What was I saying?
Henry with a splash of artist.
We're talking about the tweaking, the fine-tuning. We were looking at the hopeless. I think with the hopeless exile, you want to make it feel unsafe. You don't.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's the nuance to have, is that while it is meant to be a risky environment that you don't want to stick around in, you also don't want it to be unplayable for players who may not have the same experience level as more veteran players. And I think we've reached a pretty good middle ground between the two. But anyway, that's where we're at. And, you know, as I said, playtesting is continuing. Actually, we have one scheduled later today to test some later changes that I'm not going to tell you about. But yeah, experience seeing. All right, well, now it's your time to shine, Dan.
Okay. So, Zeta is the first thing about me, is that I've... I'm getting a different mic.
Production is here to help.
Yes.
Thank you, production.
Mentioned today, we're getting to see a lot of new faces, and I think one of the great things about the Grimoire is that we get to show the work we do behind the scenes and all the faces that work on Grimoire. More about the add-ons.
Like, of course the Dead by Daylight community wouldn't try to create anything that's actually like horror, you know what I mean? They just go for like the most cringe thing they can go for. Let's have a guy who shoots light beams out of the sky. Not some super like gritty, gory monster or something, or like, nah. Who wants a werewolf or like some kind of like Jekyll and Hyde killer that can like transform into like a beast or some shit? Nah, boring. Let's just make it an angel guy who shoots lights.
Thank you. A little bit about the designing to you guys. I'm going to talk a little bit about how we've managed it for the Judgment chapter. We do.
It's a half angel, half crab. Eek.
We do add-ons. Is that the initial paper designs come shortly after
Oh man, I don't think I care.
We have
just,
so many terms in the add-ons.
Lame.
What the? Oh, good job.
It's over designed, boring. What is this? Like, get out of here. What game are you making?
Thank you for joining me today to talk about the gameplay, the add-ons. Like you had said, thank you for joining us again. You're a familiar face on this stream. I'm also joined by Stephanie, our senior lighting artist, and by Maryse, our senior 3D artist. We're going to have a lot of very beautiful visuals to show you. It's a bit more.
Our course of thought about the killer it comes with it. It's a cosmetic that will be arriving shortly.
No werewolf and horror icon game. Pretty much not, unless you count the wolf when you play as Dracula, but that's just kind of a wolf.
So beautiful.
Players probably already remember the on cosmetic.
But
so
is it
both
literally a fucking
custom
crab?
that we will have come just so we have a look here at our 3D assignment from rest at balls that showcase the character we all afterward or bring up actually
details because before you bring her to life, that makes a lot of sense.
Yes, and to think about how we make.
Bro, this looks like a shitty Dark Souls NPC that wouldn't even be a boss. Like, it would just be like one of the standard NPCs in like a castle somewhere you would kill with a sword in 2 seconds.
Take over.
I didn't even want to make skins
the winner,
for
we
this
really work.
fucking creature.
Damn, okay, they choose the complex one, right? So we will have to think about how we.
So that's pretty much it for the
Why is it a crab? They could have at least made it goonable. It's a fucking crab, bro.
We were asked how big is the hitbox on the killer's power / beam in the Hopeless Exile?
That's really a Jeff question.
A lot of different departments, but we want to make sure that and we can get to work making the icons.
Make your crab icon. Act like you didn't use ChatGPT to make all those for you.
Do we try to show something in the what we call the external widget, often where you're
Camera the name of it. Under your thumb, yeah.
Don't underestimate the determination of gooners. That's very true. The consultants are helping them with this. I'm sure they are.
For the repenting of the heresy. So if you want to get rid of your heresy, you stab your hand and you bleed a little and your sin will start to fade. And if you want to save a survivor, you do the same thing and someone will beam down from the exile. But something that we ran into, the killer will be able to appreciate that. And we can go to...
I like how this chick's like, nah, I work from home. Fuck you guys.
The next slide, please. So I think we already saw some videos and other people's videos when it was their turn. And again, subject to change, especially for the pillar. I've already done some changes since I recorded these a couple days ago. This is our gameplay.
It almost looks like it has the like thing of the dog. At first, with the concept, I thought it was floating shields and not crab legs. Who got catfished? Who got crab fished, I think. I assumed they made a crab man because people complain that there are too many normal human killers. You know, yeah, like that's what we want to have, a half angel crab. You know how this killer looks like, Choi? Google Poppy Playtime prototype. Poppy Playtime prototype. Yeah, but the sad thing is I think the Poppy Playtime prototype actually is way cooler because it's like a mashup of like a bunch of different toys, and they just kind of happen to shape a crab-like form. And a half angel crab basically makes no sense. What? Where is the lore?
Killer. So this is what the killer's power is. This went through. I want to say
that are the one that sometimes when we start animation, we don't necessarily have all the assets right away. And
the new Survivor looks good though.
They come in. We standing to the on the shine a bit like this. This is our first placeholder animation. And it works well in a vacuum.
Did you guys get Chandler Riggs to mocap this for you?
Is it important?
It feels like DVD is just too far along in the live service lifecycle that they can't just add normal designs anymore, like a werewolf or a mummy or whatever. I know, but why not? We need them so bad.
For what comes next.
Yes.
Neil Chandler.
And so afterwards, a bit later, you'll start to see the problem that occurred. We received a model for the shrine. And I didn't put the animation in there, but...
Probably best not to.
Exactly. But trying to share to... Again, we decided that stabbing with only one hand on the side gave us also more time to stab the hand, so it feels more painful. And
guys, I'm gonna, like, why would you stab your hand all the way through? Like, it clearly wants a blood offering from you. And instead of just, like, stabbing your hand onto it or something, and, like, letting the blood go down, instead you're like, nah, not only am I gonna stick it all the way through my hand, I'm gonna continue to push it through my hand, through the thicker part of the spear, so that my hand becomes completely mangled and unusable for the rest of my life. Why would you do that?
Yes, ouch. That looks like it hurts.
Oh, yeah.
I have to say.
And yeah, it removed the questionable aspect from the old pose, and I think it works better as well.
I think one very funny story.
So basically, before you would get on your knees and do that, and it looked like you were enjoying that crab meat a little bit too much, huh?
But two, I think this is also really, we don't just ensure that
those survivors are just more accurate to the player base.
These beautiful, animations, and I love that we got to show them a bit more of the behind the scenes. So thank you, Etienne. Thank you, it was great. And now we're going to move on to music and voice lines. During the union, a lot of very
thing, but not here. Now we have the result. The unity, you can use that voice in.
Yes, we can.
The heretic repents. Just do your sin. You cannot escape from God.
Oh boy. That's the voice?
This is your purpose. You are assistant, and can still reject the truth. Open your eyes. Wow. There is nowhere to hide from the light.
I love the echo. You're facing something. I love you also her voice.
Must guide me. No stars. Holy darkness. Open your damn thing. Heroic. Nova's flame burn you. I've seen many wounded. And
Also, our super voice that.
I think it's also important to talk about,
Sounds
how
like Char from
when
Baldur's
we
Gate 3.
legality says, this is something.
We can.
It doesn't sound too unique.
Yes,
that's for sure.
the beam, like the powerful need to be really well balanced, to not be.
It doesn't break that illusion.
I mean, it's alive. This could.
Everyone who joined us on this journey, and I can't wait for you to see the new.
If you guys want to help new players update the damn tutorial system, because basically you want to get 7 million blood points, all you have to do is, and then it's actually first come, so luck, lol, that shit was almost done. Dude, the Grimoire chapter has me so hyped, dude. It looks insane. The details are insane. I know some people don't care much for this chapter, but I, on the other hand, can't wait to get my hands on this chapter. Hey guys, notice me. I want to be in the creator program. 45 of 40. Finally, I thought we would have to wait so much longer for something like this to exist. Even though the mic cut out so many times, I respect the image they are going for, and thank you for bringing it to the game. I feel like people will have an easier time understanding killer powers with the short form videos than reading a block of text wall. And you're a content creator. Anyway. Anyone who glazes wants to be in the creator program. I liked that we just glossed over the Black Banquet. The UI changes are so needed, and I'm very much looking forward to the 40+ birth pics. It's going to be cool. Notice me! I love it. Do you? What are you doing on your YouTube channel? Oh. Holy glaze. Comments removed. All right. Why'd you quit this game? Yeah! Who did I ban? When was this? I banned somebody on the last stream, guys? Did I even report somebody on the last stream? Fuck? I don't remember reporting anybody. Well, get shit on, I guess. It's funny how they all fear Art the Clown is a danger because of the license stuff happening at the moment. Like, could it be canceled? Do you guys think really the management would run the risk of it being canceled? I heard a lot of people don't want Art the Clown in the game because they think he's like misogynist. Very strange. Where did this night build come from? Game night build. Is that even necessary? Oh yeah, wrong. miss out on any night skins over the years. Pretty bad. I don't remember this. Oh, I definitely didn't pay attention to it. A lot of these skins look like really like low quality Skyrim mods. The new one. Bit of a pay to lose skin though.
Isn't right here.
Blade of Nicola. Show me some sniff. I want to see some sniff. I got it down, and this is really awesome. Good. Do you guys like use the thing to check your teammates' builds in game? Did you miss the crucial drill? Oh wait, I always thought that I missed something crucial. Drill. Hey! Not really. I mean, we just went over like what they announced in the last a thingy, which to be honest, it was all kind of just like a nothing burger. The numbers they were throwing around were very minimum, like they didn't really mean much, so in the end we kind of just ended up mocking them. Apparently colorophobia is the new meta perk that's getting abused across the entire game, and it's so critical it needs to be like immediately shut down because of slugging. How's the GlueSnifferCoaching going? I actually wanted to record the videos today, like, or at least like one. Grab one and give some good smack talk. Oh, construction.
Keep your head up.
Alright, what we like to do first is always snatch a totem. Balance landing I get no use out of on this map at all. Unless there's a hill, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, I'm a Gorgon. Oh boy. I don't know why. She probably has sprint burst, right? Want to go to another gen. Can I use balance off of this in the worst case? No. Alright. There's maybe a hill there. Let's go there. The hill? Oh, okay. Perk is worthless. Could maybe use it in Killer Shack and a pin. Heal me! We should heal. This, like, Demogorgon has no pressure, and there's absolutely no reason to, like, give him, like, a snowball by leaving someone injured. Yeah, just sort of move Xeno. That's the idea. I feel like one mistake a lot of survivors make is, like, in situations like that, when there's two people working on a gen and a killer pushes them off, the survivor that's not getting chased will hover a holy pathetic chase. What the fuck just happened there? That guy got down in, like, literally 2 seconds. Why are you going to try to unhook in front of the killer like that? Just do a gen. Like, we all of the pressure is on the killer. Like, we can literally just do gens and he has no choice but to leave the hook, and then the first you go in and get the save. You don't have to unhook, like, desperately like that. Now look, you went down in 2 seconds. Because he didn't buy the GlueSnifferCoaching premium package. I know, right? Ooh. Gotta get that premium. Even comes with a exclusive, like, package of Pampers premium diapers with a reward. Fine, gamer Demi. David was working on a gen. He saw I'm not. Yet he gets off the gen to come for the save. Does that make any sense to anybody?
Easy. I've got it.
He had a gen like half done, and he's like, ooh, but I could run across the entire map and try to get that save. I'll probably get down before he could get back to his gen. Terrible play from David. He could have had this gen, like, finished by now. Yeah, we're doing a play while you wait match for night. Now he's on death hook, and instead he could have had a gen done, so think of the consequences. Why are you here? Guess you're hovering for that gen. You want to juice it? Well, now the killer has to make a lose-lose choice. If he comes for David, then this David should run, by the way, because he doesn't have resurgence. He shouldn't go for a heal under hook. Oh, bro, you don't want to stand under hook. If he comes back, you're just dead. Try to heal at least somewhere else. Alright, so like, Kate should be on that gen now. I'm actually gonna start a new one though, because I don't trust my team at all. The trial stream? Yeah, it'll happen soon, but I read patch notes yesterday and they did a massive, huge nerf to like the invader already again, and it just like really disgusts me. It makes me not want to play the mode at all. Alright, no, it is very possible, so we need to be on the lookout for that. I think he's maybe has the that new bird. No, he doesn't. think David is just dead here. That one play he made in the middle of the game pretty much cemented his fate. They massively nerfed the Invader again. Like, they can never commit to anything. Nah, bro's dead. What do you guys want to do? Take hits? I mean, we can try. I'm willing to try to take a hit, but nah, he's cooked, bro. Blood Ward anybody? Make him watch. Should've. Demogorgon's like the worst killer in the game, I think. Like, it's like maybe a toss-up nowadays between Demogorgon and Huntress. He's like, I'm just killing David. Fuck this shit. Yeah, he was always kind of mid, and then like nowadays he's so power corrupt it's not even funny. I think that's Lee Yunjin's probably like her best skin. I don't expect much from this Kate because her skin is atrocious. Same with the Jeff. I feel like these two are going to be like pretty weak. Steve saw it. He's like, nah, this team doesn't have it. He saw it. I would have backed out too. If I was on this team, I would have been like, nah, this is a guaranteed L. Like, this team looks so weak. This like Lee Yun will probably be the best player on the team. The Kate could be secretly good. The Jeff, there's absolutely no chance, and this Tori, I don't think there's any chance either because she's a backfill console player. Thoughts on Carnival Hunt? Completely uninterested in the game. I literally can't sit through like a single match of the game without falling asleep. It's so boring. I think it just makes for like absolutely horrific content. And people said that like the Texas Chainsaw Massacre was boring to watch, but like holy shit, I'd watch TCM any day over Carnival Hunt. Carnival Hunt is like worse than Killer Clowns. Don't be another Matthew Santoro. What, did Matthew not like it either or something? I don't think that game will last like more than a month. And on top of that, like the people that have played it have said that it's like got horrific balance, right? So I just don't need another game with horrific balance. It's like right here, but where? What the bug? Bro. Our team's keeping split up pretty well. Don't credit for that. Splitting up on gens, surprisingly well. Jeff had an iron will. Appreciate it. Really? Appreciate for portraying your whole community. Ace, hope you had a good stream. Ada. Haha, we went for the gen. Finished it quick, too, those bastards. Alright, she wanted to work on the gen injured. Understandable, but grudge match has to happen now. Just gonna go for the unhook while she's getting chased, alright? EMS might actually, like, better than I expected, because they're so, like, good at splitting up. Alright, everybody's injured now. Where, like, interesting things can start to happen. She let it hit her instantly. It's too bad she read that I was coming from that way with no visibility at all. Of course I got fucking RPD West, like the worst killer map in the game. Shift W Apocalypse against the killer that's counterplay Shift W. They both healed. That sucks. Getting a bit desperate now. Long we can keep it going. Alright, coming up here wasn't the greatest play, but she can make it to that. Ow. If only she would have had 15 seconds, she wouldn't have been able to use that against me. Ah, bugged. Ah, great. Oh, bugged. This killer's so fucking nightmarish. He's stressful, it's insane. They're all healed again, by the way. These are people that are not even on comms or anything. They all joined like individually of each other, except 2 of them. Almost at end game. I'm almost done every gen, plus 1. This is insane. I'm gonna actually lose this game to scrubs because the game's so fucking garbage now. How many god pellets can you put in one loop? Find out in the next episode. Oh, that gen over there's 100% finished. There's nothing I could do to make it there in time. I have to like kick it. I see ya. Fucking heals, bro. That's injured is like so difficult. Alright, that gen on the far side that they've been working on probably pops now. Yeah. Let's cut it across and then go. Best I can do. Get on. Yeah. Oh, no ad. My goodness. Good thing I, you know, if I only would have brought Colorophobia, I would have been so goddamn difficult. Jeez. Your classic gen efficient, like just super efficient survivors. That was like really what they were. Unbelievably fucking efficient. That's really out of my idea. RPD West against Knight, not easy. Big Gambit, Dramaturgy, 5 moves ahead, Vigil. So I think this is what you'll see a lot in the like post Nerf or whatever, because I think you'll see a lot of Vigil Dramaturgy. Overcome, Fixated, Dead Hard, 5 moves ahead. 2 exhaustion perks for the price of 1. We're gonna live forever, so that was part of the like. Isn't it crazy that they healed so much without any healing perks? Like, We're Gonna Live Forever is the only one they had, but I wasn't even slugging really that much. It's hard to slug on RPD West because in the end they can just shift W your guards too well. Minute queue time, yeah. Like while you wait, a divine success by all measures. Do I have maps on? I need like a character with maps.
This is not the Upside Down.
Our cringe spine chill build. Map. I like the end game build though. It allows you to make like a juicy comeback, and it takes a lot of the pressure off of like the main part of the match, because you know you still have some kind of comeback potential in end game. I'd rather weaken like handicap myself in the actual match just to have that like security. Gens are just so insanely disgustingly fast now. It's like, oh man. Like survivors are getting so efficient, and they have nothing really else going for them. Like their chases were like 2 seconds long. Didn't matter. They did a good job at spreading hooks though. They were always sending like the right person for the save every time. I think their biggest fumble was they got overly desperate to rush that gen for no reason at all. Like, they were all rushing it injured, when if they would have just like went upstairs and healed and then like spread out on the gens, there would have quite literally been nothing I could have done. So again, I had to rely on their bad play to win the match. Which a Swift 100% would have done. Like, if that was a Swift, they would have reset and just bug bited it safely so that they were never in a position, like, to lose. Never underestimate an efficient team's ability to throw a match for absolutely no reason at all.
How do I get out?
Henry, huh?
I have prepared.
I know he wants me first. He's made his decision. I'm just gonna shift W across the map.
I will show you no mercy.
People who play like the first are usually pretty good, but this can't be the easiest map for him because there's so many like mono side breakers. Since when is that move so hard to dodge? I swear when I play as that killer, I can never hit that ability to save my life, even when I spawn directly under people. It's like a ping thing? Like, what is up with that ability? I really need to understand the counterplay to it, because it never works for me. Like, they literally always get out of it, even if they're like 2 or 3 seconds in it healing. What is the misplay?
I need help.
Do you run away from it? Do you run into it? Do you like... Yeah, I know. I moved back to it on purpose because that's usually how I see people dodge it when I use it. Because it's so slow. But and it also like, if I'm not mistaken, when you break line of sight from the main ability, doesn't it like cancel out? But it doesn't damage you? Like from the center, sort of like a area of effect attack? I don't know. I'm very confused by that attack. Only because like when I use it, it's so fucking insanely difficult to get value out of. Alright, bro wants to get the tunnel going, it seems. If I had evasive now, I'd be gone with the wind, huh? There's one hit on it. You always have to say the circle, but like when the circle's coming to you, like I don't know how you dodge the ability because it feels like no matter which direction I run, it's hitting me. But like when I use the ability, like I can see people sometimes, like for example, will be like healing. I'll go directly under them, spawn. They'll stop healing and run away with no sprint burst or anything, and somehow like I never am able to hit them. I feel like I'm getting completely gaslit by this ability. Fuck. I didn't hear the skill check.
I am inevitable.
Bro, I need some crackers. Of course. Oh, now he's gonna chase me.
I will not be denied.
Oh, I have a lot to learn against this killer. It's too bad people only play as him like once every 30 years. I'm so cooked. As soon as I get off hook, I'm dead. He fucked me there pretty hard by leading the killer into me. Like the one person on the team that she really shouldn't have done that to, because now I've given him like the easiest dub like option in the world, and they're looping shit, like leading him to the hook while they're getting chased. Dead man walking, ring the bell. Ah, I'm dead. Slugs her, tunnels me. Nah, he doesn't even bother tunneling or slugging. He just instantly wants that juicy down.
I am superior.
Good job, team. You could have done it. Good job. Perfect plays.
We gotta get him off the hook! He's only on there for another 30 minutes! We gotta get him off now! Farm him! Farm him! Ah!
I felt like my whole team was trying to kill me that game. They accomplished it. It was like a 5v1. Ugh. I'm gonna go against some sweat team. Look how sweat these guys are. Dead by Daylight. Thanks for the early grave. I think the problem is this is screaming 4-man Swift to me. Oh, never mind. Guess my panic was short-lived. I gave it up to that other team, though, huh? Had to make every horrible play imaginable and just get your teammate murdered instantly. What do we do when we're getting chased by the killer? Do we run to a gen that's on? Yep, that's what we do. You hear that gen, you run straight to it. What else do we do? Oh yeah, when you're getting chased by the killer injured, you run to the hook. Yep, especially if the guy's already 2-stage. Good choice. What do you do if the killer catches you going for the unhook? What do you do? Do you unhook the person anyway, just in front of the killer? Yep, that's what you do. These are all good plays, guys. I just wanted another chance to play against World Breaker, goddammit. Alright. Let's go. Oh wait, my audio is still way too high because of the stream. Go down here. I don't want to start with Jailer because, like, Assassin gets the hit sometimes too quick, and then it kind of ruins your ability to catch people off guard. Alright, I'm just gonna make her throw it. Oh, this Michonne's a tryhard, huh? Maybe I can get rid of another pallet real quick. Better yet, I can get it down. Okay, do a quick loop and then go for it. Oh, anyway, out of salt? No. Whoa! What, are you using that against me? Oh, cringe of you. I can't stop her on that. That's impossible. Wrong button. Can I make it up here? Oh, I don't think I can. Alright, the impossible to defend gen is done. Alright, I put them in a bit of an awkward situation. Now they have to figure out a way to get over here. Alright, someone's on that gen over there, so they're expecting one person to get all these saves over here. $99 sprint burst because of Mindbreaker. I need to take this fucking shit ass perk off. It does nothing but hurt me. Oh, she put. We're gonna cringe forever on him. What? Where the fuck did he just go? He just disappeared. Yeah. Oh, this is just so sweat and annoying. Do you have an iron will? Oh, this is a... If it's another fully healed survivor. Another fully healed survivor. thought I was gonna avoid that though. She's healed again already, by the way. This is after we nerfed medkits 20 times. God, I can't figure out where this guy's going in this clusterfuck over here. Really need to down this guy again. That's why I'm so desperate. That chick's been slugged for like 100 years, by the way. Finally got her up. This person just loves getting injured over and over again, I think. I see him. Of course you would bring me here. Waste as much time as possible upon death. Finally got that gen done. Making them work for it, but I'm fucking making myself work for it too. I'm gonna have like a stroke any second now. Man. How are they always at this fucking shack? No line of sight breakers on this map, so it's like really annoying. Let me guess they put some pallets out here in the dark. Make them work for it as long as you can. They're doing a good job at staying healed though, aren't they, these fuckers? Finally finished it. Bro. Ah, it fucking had a delay on it, bro. I couldn't get the insta hit. Doesn't want to go back that way. I know she doesn't. Holy fucking sweaty! All for a person who's not even fucking been hooked yet. Horrible play. Game's gone. This game's gone. The survivors are just too fucking sweaty, bro. I may as well just main Plague from now on. Like, not even worth trying anymore. Like, they're just too fucking sweaty. They have too many advantages. Like, they have to be so bad to lose. It's fucking disgusting. I hate this game so much. They're all healed. Can't make it up. Like, everything I do just gets undone in 2 seconds. It's like, oh, it's just the peak amount of frustration. Look at this fucking Michonne. She's like, anything happens, Killer Shack. Anything, Killer Shack. Anything, main building. Anything. I take advantage of the shitty design. I snip the shitty design. I like it in my fucking nose. I don't even know what these guys are doing anymore. They're just trying to piss me off. Ronaldo's fucking in Narnia hiding for the rest of his life because he's in the Witness Coward program. I can't sneak up on anybody because of this fucking, like, no line of sight breaker issue. They literally always see me coming, and if any of them are grouped up, they're gonna be calling out my fucking location 24/7. Ronaldo's literally never gonna be seen or heard of again. Where do I get teammates that play like that? Killer Shack! Have to get there! I don't know how to do anything else! That's all I can do is Killer Shack! I wish Killer Shack was a person so I could fuck it! Run to main building, I got hit! Run to main building! Why is this map still in the game? I don't know, maybe because the devs are too worried about colorophobia. Colorophobia, big problem, bro. Colorophobia, big problem, bro. I really thought she wanted to dead hard me. Game's probably over, let's be honest. These guys are just moving in circles around me. Colorophobia! The playstyle! Aren't they in the room with us right now? She got seen! I gotta get to Killer Shack, bro! Wow, she actually throws that down. That's crazy. How did she get so much fucking distance? She have DS and she wants to use it before endgame pop? I need to bring in Morty every time I play then, huh? Is it gonna go for her? Anybody? Are you guys juicing a double gen somewhere? She got downed on purpose. I can't believe I have to hit that. My cooldowns are too long. They just make up for it. They're like, what's 5%? What's 5%? 10%? What's 10%? Watch Noah get destroyed before it even activates. Sean's like, gotta get to main building! Ah, I gotta get to main building! Good for you, Michonne. That was a really smart usage of dramaturgy. I'll give Grant credit. First, he has to leave his team to die, but it saved his life. And nope, she has a perk. Hey, did you know I brought a perk in the game? I brought a perk, everybody! Stones just vanish off the face of the earth. I don't know. I thought they would try to, like, get around me somehow, but she just shift W'd halfway across the universe in 2 seconds. I don't even care. I'm burnt. My brain is cooked. There's nothing left. This map is just too shitty. Oh, that's what happens. They nerfed everything I used to use, so... Goodbye daylight peeking. Oh, are they gonna stay for endgame chat? No ways. GG's. What was it, by the way? I got out-perked like 3 times at the end. It was just... There was just too many perks. I got unbreakable. Nice. Holy shit, this game sucks. Mindbreaker really isn't worth it. It's a shitty perk. It literally does nothing. It's a worthless... Like, don't ever use Mindbreaker. Get deleted off of all of your builds. It's a terrible perk. Holy fucking perk-apocalypse, that game. The medkits, the perks. Jesus fucking Christ. Ugh. Almost had the 4K and then instantly went back to a 1K because they had all the perks they needed to get out of the situation. Oh, these devs, bro. Oh, they're so bad at the game. It just makes me vomit. Like, how can you dare to make a fucking map with no line of sight breakers at all? Have a main building that disgustingly strong and a killer shack that loops into 4 other god palettes? I just want to bash my head through my monitor. Why I stopped playing killer though, it's just horribly unfun. Like every like loss or every win you have as killer is basically the survivors were like not playing well. That's it. That's all it accumulates to. So no like a no win feels like a win because it's always just like, well, I mean, they sucked at the game.
I don't want to be here, Nancy.
God, that was a shit match. Really went up there with like top 10, never gonna sleep again type of match. The vigil nerf is not real. I crunched the numbers during the stream. It'll make your exhaustion go from a 20-second cooldown to a 24-second cooldown. That's not a nerf. That's like a slap on the wrist. It genuinely boils down to survivors giving you the win these days. I mean, it's like super simple. You don't make brain dead decisions, right? Like this Ronaldo who fucking decided to hide the whole game. And like the thing is like I had Ronaldo on death hook. I'm chasing him. He's injured. Maybe he has DS. I don't know. If I commit to that chase, even with 2.5 gens left or whatever was left at the time, I instantly go to endgame.
Why are we here?
Because they'll just rush the gens and he was going to run to main building where there's no counterplay because the map is dog shit. So, and now I'm gonna probably play against some S tier fucking boring ass killer because atmosphere. What's up, Troy? Just playing dog shit by daylight. How do people play this game for like 12 hours a day without even making any content or anything? Like, did they just play it for the love of the game? They're like, you know what, 12 hours Dead by Daylight, let's go, lock in. Skill doesn't really matter anymore. It's all down to like just out building your fucking, it's like a card game. Like just bring in the right deck and you win the game. Called Jamajoon, who once said, because when I don't play this game, I have not as much views. Well, that's the thing, he's making content, right? So at least I can understand it logically why someone would do it. But like, if you're not making content for the game, why would you play it for 12 hours? Why would you play, like, yeah, like maybe any game for that long? Oh, it's Wraith? I don't know, Spirit. You're gonna follow me, right? Because I'm going for the save. I would follow me. I'm back to the hook. See, I'm not gonna farm my teammate. Crazy, like, decision-making skills, I know. Why does he have no terror radius? I make that? Well, I do make it, but yeah, it's very, very enduring. Oh, bro, rage quit. I'd rage quit. Do it. Rage quit. I'd do it. I'd rage quit. Oh. And our sprint bursted away. Is he coming off? No, he doesn't. Convinced of his exile yet. This is dangerous. I could get down here really easily. All Silent Bill. Yeah. Same reason I'm not a big fan of playing against Jason. I don't like the idea of spawning on people and hitting them while they're injured. Is that actually... Right, that must fall how? Constantly crying. Dude, if you play that much mentally, I think that you have to cry about it. She committed to the heal, even though I'm pretty sure that she saw he was there anyway. Like, she saw he was there, but she's like, you know what? I'm dying. She's like, I already started. This Wraith is fucking trying, man. There's gen down there. Are there any gens like up here? Can't see us. Like, some people would heal in this situation, bro. I think we go all in. Someone's got to get a door open, unfortunately. Who's best? It's me. I don't know if this was the smartest door to go for, but it doesn't really matter. Where are they? They must be under me. Right? Yeah. Jesus Christ, you scared me, Michaela. Make him watch! Inner strength would have gone hard. That would have been nice. After unclean the wrist, tear radius and red stain will remain suppressed for 6 seconds. Like, really tried to go hard with the stealth. But I think it's better to have all seeing now. Or is all seeing 2 nerf now? I don't even remember anymore. He was going with hubris, spirit fury, and enduring. That's pretty desperation. But what you want to do with that build is when Spirit Fury gets activated, you don't want to be chasing somebody who's injured and is in like a loop pattern with... You want to find somebody fresh, ideally, and then like get them to proc so you get their 2 health states with 1 hit. One of the biggest reasons I see survivors throw matches in this game is because they want to do something, right? Whether it be they want to get an unhook or they want to do a certain gen or whatever it is, they want to do it. And the killer knows they want to do it. And instead of trying to go, okay, the killer is like, wants me to do this specific, or isn't letting me do this specific thing. Instead of just like going in denial and trying to do it anyway and dying, I'm going to go do the thing the killer doesn't want me to do, right? But they don't do that. They're very obsessive. Like, if they want to get an unhook, they will try to get that unhook, regardless if the killer is standing in front of it with a chainsaw. They want to get that gen in the middle of the map done, even though the killer's constantly hovering around it. They will consistently waste their entire life getting hit, healing, and going back and trying to do that gen. Like, why? If you know the killer is dedicating so much time to something, you have to use it against them. I think I just play Plague from now on. Two horribly shitty maps with night in a row. I think that was too much for my mental capacity. Or maybe I go back to using my old night build. It's probably better. We got a gray suit ace in here. Should I be scared? Bonic Plague's still good. It's still good because all of the content creators in this game still say that Plague is like B tier. And as long as they say that Plague is like B tier, then it won't be a problem. But the second they catch on that that's not true, then yeah, she'll probably get nerfed into the ground, or at least her add-ons will, and then she'll be really bad. Because like the only thing that makes Plague like decent is this build. It's just like disgusting. Like I slug the one person on the team who has Unbreakable. I'm the one guy that I have pinned in the corner has fucking Dramaturgy to sprint burst his way out of the like insta down while he's healthy. You can't always make up how fucking cringe things can be. Almost missed that gen. I could tell I'm a little bit cooked after that night match. I put way too much in and got like nothing out of it. It cooked me mentally. Plague's vomit is like really strange. Like you get like it's so like ping related. Like how have I not hit this guy? Okay. One person working on a gen over there I don't like. Yeah. Why would you not throw that, Leon? Alright, Tinker is proccing, but what we can do. We know it's this gen, right? He's gonna want to finish it in our face. No? Get back to the downs. Of course. Really need to break this. It's a huge problem. Two gens finished simultaneously? Okay, who has Unbreakable? Let's take one person off the board. Most likely we're gonna live through him. It's the only build that I found in this game that I feel like really punishes survivors for being greedy, and that's like what the best players obviously like to do is be greedy. Alright, so there is your Unbreakable. Everybody who didn't DC is in a Swift with this guy. He's so bad, this Leon. What's the play here exactly? Now they abandon or? Logan getting so bad that people are putting on Unbreakable again is crazy. I haven't seen people use it in a really long time actually. What is the main character? And if he can't be the main character, he quit. Beat Leon. Boy's still in here. Like, they have two people slugged, and what do? They push gens. Two people slugged, and they're like, let's pop both gens while we have two people slugged. And with another killer, that would have, like, rewarded them, but, like, with Plague, then this add-on that gives you the infectious, you could punish it. So let's see. Dead Hard we got to avoid, DS we got to avoid. Resilience worked against us, so we had that and Chemtrap as well. The Leon had Conviction, so Conviction and Soul Guard, holy shit. Like they were ready, huh? Every single one of them had Decisive Strike, guys. I had Adrenaline, Dead Hard, Unbreakable. Guide had Unbreakable too? Why didn't he use it? Did he DC so fast that it didn't even matter? Maybe. How are we looking anyway? We still got like good add-ons, right? People don't like the chain play because they say she's too noisy. I like annoys them when I play as her. It's also a bit pay to lose, so. Anything you can pinpoint to see what MMR range you are? I mean, not really. If you feel like every time you have like a hard match you're losing, then you're probably not at the top. But if you feel like you're overcoming a lot of the like insanely like difficult matches and still getting a 3K, then chances are you're very high. Because, like, you can win a bunch of matches in a row and your MMR won't go up that much if the survivors you're playing against don't have, like, high MMR. So, like, you could go against, like, a team that has, like, equal MMR to you and barely gain anything. But if you go up against, like, a team that has, like, more MMR than you, like, those are the games that are actually going to raise your MMR decently. Hackers can't even see the MMR anymore either. Behavior, like, went through such extensive, I don't even know, like, the measures they've taken to hide MMR, they've hidden it, like, from the software side of the game, and they've hidden it from the legal side as well. Because, like, hackers used to know everybody's MMR so they could stream snipe them, and they can't do it anymore because they have no idea. There's a cheat that tells you what killer it is. Is there still one that shows MMR? Maybe just from a different cheat developer or something, but I think if that were true, they would have already told us about it, because they like to tell us that type of stuff. I'm kind of enjoying my, like, chill build with,
Something isn't right here.
The problem with, like, somebody like Darva, I think, is that, like, he's so popular that basically everybody, like, half of the queue when he searches for a match is probably trying to stream snipe him. Not all of, obviously, with, like, bad intention, but so many people probably want to play against him that, like... I wish there was a map cheat that could tell you what map it is during the loading screen. Would that help? I feel like if you knew what map it was before you, like, went into the match, it would help. But once you're in the loading screen, you know, I think they could literally just tell people that and it wouldn't change anything. But the problem is they put it in the loading screen, people would, like, Alt F4 if they don't want to play the map. I played against him once too, or I remember I got him reported by a bunch of his teammates by accident. I wish there would be a hacker who would constantly XP over to get everyone's MMR. That would be hilarious. They might send an assassin to kill that hacker, though. I've never seen a company try to guard something more, like, savagely than... Like, the Epstein files were, like, less guarded than MMR. Krasu? Yeah, it's been a minute since I've been against Krasu. Fucking mushroom. Huh? I'll spawn so far away. Oh, Ace was so close to being healed too. What a shame. Now he's gonna go down in like 2 seconds. She has dissolution, no counterplay. That was always like the weird thing with Krasu when people were saying she was better than Nurse. Is like, Krasu literally is only good if you run this add-on and you have dissolution and bamboozle. You need like 3 things guaranteed to make the, like, Nurse essentially doesn't need anything, not even a competition. You trying to slug us? No. There's a video where he outlines all the public information of MR. Once you cross the 1200 MMR threshold, you are basically in the Wild West with 50-hour delights and 10-hour sweats. Necro, much appreciated for growing some buttons. Oh, where the fuck are you coming from? Alright. I need to look for Ruin. We're never gonna win with that, Alright, she does have something there on the, like... Oh, I'm sure you have Resurgence, right? You know what? No. I'm sorry, I don't heal people without Resurgence. They just don't deserve to play the game. I'm sorry, they just don't. They don't deserve to play it. I hope they get tunneled every game. Does she have a lullaby? Can't read her at all. Yeah, you know you're injured, right? Team isn't gonna make it, guys. I really don't see it. I just see bad plays left and right. Yeah. It's her fault, right? She went to heal a guy who just got slugged while she was injured and had already been hooked once. Why not heal? Why, if you had Resurgence, you realize you would have been healed in 2 seconds and you could have gone over there without making any noise. You could have maybe decided, hey, maybe it's not worth doing that. Maybe I should just do a gen because clearly they want me to fucking try to get this guy off the slug. This team's cooked. I have no chance. Was it the team I played against on Swamp? Let's put it that way. The team was fucking locked in. I literally never could catch them out of position. It was crazy. I mean, I did, to be fair, I did catch them out of position like a decent amount, but like, they pretty much were always able to make it to a main building or some shit to waste like an absolute fucking disgusting amount of my time. I'm doing gens 20% faster because of Hex Ruin, so like I really think I might be the only chance we have is to do gens. I'm more important doing gens than anything else. He completely vanished, dude. He didn't try to help them at all. He literally went into the furthest back corner and just hid and waited for them to like 3 mana. Like, when do you get that level of quality teammates? That's insane. I think... Why is he there? Why is he there where that person just got down? To die? She's on her first hook. Oh my potato. Boil it, smash it, stick it in a stew. That's as far as we go. Any chance we had just went out the window with what Ace just did, so. And like, there's almost no reason for me to even go for this. They're on top of each other. I agree with Neo. Yeah, just keep doing the gen, girl. What are you doing? Okay, sure. Yeah, I mean, it makes perfect sense, actually. You finally got to quit, you little bitch. Ah, good job, Neo. Run away. The solution activates. There's no counterplay. I was like, no, we're gonna lose because I wanna. I didn't get healed off hook. Why? But I didn't bring resurgence or a med kit. Why? I should have just ran straight to that gen when they fucking did that and just started rushing it. Honestly, maybe I've been able to finish it. Instead, I stood there and waited for her to fucking just didn't know where I was somehow. Gift of pain, yeah, yeah. Oh, I'm not making it anywhere, am I? My build counters gift of pain. Almost. Not quite. Hurts it a bit though. Hey Neobot, good job. Lead her to the one place she shouldn't be. Neobot, Neobot does whatever a Neobot does. Throws a game, spins a web. Do 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 Neobot. I fuck this. I'm out. Salty now. Why are you over here, though? What kind of fucking monstrous aura reading do you have to just find me constantly? I don't understand. It's really weird. I don't know. She just like has like aura reading on demand. Maybe she's got like something. I don't know what it is, but she always knows where I'm at. Like when like conceivably I don't see a reason why she knows I'm there. Maybe that could be an add-on. Because perk-wise, I have no fucking clue how she constantly sees me. I have to suffer because of this baby back bitch Ace on my team who wanted to throw the game like a whiny little bitch. It's like Survivor is so broken, right? In this game, like it's so disgustingly broken and overpowered that the devs keep like over designing killers to try to deal with it. Instead of like just nerfing Survivor so that we can all live in fucking peace, where you actually have to like know how to loop. No aura? Corporal Weave reveals the aura of all survivors within 8 meters of glowing fungus. Yeah, that was this one. Double eerie again, just like Plague. But we would have been able to beat that with a decent team. They were really, like, weak, I think. I didn't see anything too impressive. Yeah, the only way to win is to fight cringe with cringe. Like, I remember trying to fight it as long as I could, but at a certain point, it literally became, like, impossible. If the survivors are decent, you just lost every game. That was really when I crashed out hard and started slugging everybody. Lights out. Liking lights out is a bit of a red flag. There was a Plague match recently that was like really sweat that I wanted to make. This is a really shitty map. I hate this map so much. It is so shitty. I think we got the gen. It's just we didn't even get a good 3 gen really. I mean, this one's okay, but if they have like balance or something, it's gonna be really hard. The sweatiest teams usually will wait out your corrupt, or your like, yeah, well, literally corrupt. Alright, one infected. Sometimes when you infect somebody, it makes the other people panic and get on gens. Yeah, I did. Let's reinfect this one up here so that... Oh, there's an infected person working on it already. We don't have to worry about it. Let's get Steve infected. Hit him, literally heard him scream, and as the infection covered him, but the game's like, nah, the netcode, guys, it's just too bad. Gen's almost done. Let's see if we can't feist him off of it. And a little bit of vomit. They're doing the gen up here. It's a problem. I don't really care. I need to defend this 3 gen more than anything else. Person's not over here, huh? Really strange. Wait for it here. Let's hook her back here inside the 3 gen. As deep as we can. I think it'll be worth the payoff. Our girl's just deciding she's gonna rush a gen. Yeah, I really need to infect her. Now we have a chart on our hands. I know like his location, so I don't have to worry about it too much. Going for you. The goal here is to get that girl to 2nd stage more than anything else. Man, puke on this bitch. Octa. Where are you, Steve? There you are. If she touches anybody, it's game over. Keep building bloodlust. He's a bit of a troll. Oh. There we go. What it takes nowadays. Like, the only way to really beat people is to just absolutely crush them. Like, you have to destroy them completely. Like, you can go from 5 gens to 1 gen in like 15 goddamn seconds. It's almost as if this match never happened. Hey, Killer, do you want to abandon from your own victory? At least at this stage of the game, when everybody's a bot and everybody's down, it could like show you the goddamn like aura, so you can escape. A hatch opened right next to us. This match never happened. Players aren't allowed to win games. Inner strength denied. Counterforce had no value. The quick and quiet and head-on is the whole build. This person had conviction, but they were never able to heal another survivor because plague unironically can counter like conviction because you don't heal your teammates. I was able to dodge decisive strike. I didn't have a hex, so she got no value out of soul guard, and she didn't get. She could have used dead hard there actually. Why didn't she? Maybe she tried and missed. Didn't hook Tori. I don't think plot twist works when you're sick, does it? I think you just stay injured. Got value out of resilience, surely. Actually, she didn't, because she was the only one who stayed healthy the entire time. She probably should have been the first person to work on a gen. Kate had flip-flop power, or like, did she have partial? Yeah, so if I would have picked her up, I would have gotten stunned. I'm never really on the lookout for this, but you can see how much value I got by just doing like a full slug, right? Because I should go back to not picking up people when they're under pallets in those situations, though, just in case. I'd rather bleed them out. But yeah, they said GG after a loss. That's definitely very rare.
I'm not leaving without you.
Play Trapper. Ah!
A campfire doesn't feel safe, though.
Oral. Somebody check on Chandler in Behavior's basement. He's in the mocap studio right now, recording some torture mocap. You want to get dramaturgy in the shrine? Don't pretend like you know the way, like you know the rules. There are no rules, man. We're lost. We're lost. Fury of the Crows, boys. Whoa, it's a Dredgy boy. I'll be the first one to get chased. Are we afraid of Dredge? Come on, guy. Come on, Evelyn, you got hit. I expect at least another 30 seconds from you. You got this. Pallets everywhere. You just shift W from one pallet to the next. Windows. He's Dredge. If he tries to do anything fancy, just shift W to the next pallet. I know, Nightfall is a quite literally a cooldown power for fucking Jason. And you see how already my team is terrified. This E guy, E2W, he's like, nah. Until I see light, I refuse to do anything but hide in my fucking locker. There we go. Get on that gen. Mach 2 on that gen, boy. Doubt it. I think like lights out is always going to be like a Leatherface mode because you just want to run up on people and chainsaw them before they can do anything. So you need like Mindbreaker and I don't know. Forget, can you even have perks in lights out? It's been so long. That's a bullshit fucking like spot right there, isn't it? Because like that gen is. If he teleports here, I throw the pallet down, and if he teleports out of that locker, I can throw the pallet down this way. So I think this is the safest spot to be in. Hey, there's one gen being worked on the map. Make sure to run here. One gen being worked on. Where is it? I need an AC 130 to call in the location right now. One button, one gen, one life. UAV inbound. Holy boring ass team. Do something. I've never, like, what are you guys doing? There should be like a fucking perk in this game where if you earn too many points above the rest of your 3 teammates, you should just be able to pull out a shotgun and finish the job on yourself because holy shit. This person's almost dead! And we haven't gotten 2 gens done yet against Dredge. Doesn't even have Mindbreaker. What fucking shit-ass builds do people use in this game that just don't hard carry on? One gen! UAV! Give it to me! Advanced UAV! Ace me, for fuck's sake. Yeah, shift W, bitch! voice still on now. Oh my god, he teleported right to her. What was she doing? Licking a fucking unlocked gen? On Death Hook? She's just tonguing it? Like, oh, is that an unlocked gen? An unlocked locker, I mean? Okay, Jesus Christ. Like, don't you know that's a bad idea when you're the only person on Death Hook in the lobby? To literally be dry humping a locker with no lock on it next to a generator. Come on. Come on. She locked it, bro. Oh, she's dead, so let's just go to get this done as our team throws to try to save her. Heal! Heal right now! There's nothing more important than being full healed! He did get the pain res on him, that's brutal, but he's gonna come here for sure. Alright, I have sprint burst, I don't mind getting chased. So. Oh, he found Evelyn. Never mind, we finished the gen then, unless this Rebecca misses the skill check and then runs away to get the save afterwards. Adrenaline on Evelyn, let's go! Okay, he went for the chickens. Thought he was gonna teleport in my face. Wait, is it the exit here? Oh, Jesus Christ. No, nobody uses adrenaline. Does he slug him or does he take the 2K? I would probably take the 2K if I were him, but I wouldn't judge him if he didn't. Make sure to open it just in time to give him Blood Warden, you know? Oh, did you think you weren't gonna watch? Oh, you're gonna watch. It's got an achievement called Make 'em Watch. Man who played Dredge in this day and age. He tried to get a mid-witch. Desperation. Alright, so Maria was using Bardic Inspiration. If like, you could see people's builds in the pre-game lobby, this person wouldn't even be allowed to play the game. Nobody would ever queue up with her. Gabriel was trying to get his Adept achievement 4 years after the DLC came out. I think these guys just got like massively carried by me and Rebecca. Because we were like the only two people doing anything. We're just lucky Maria wasn't like a complete potato in chase, because like if she would have been, we would have been so fucked. Chow down 20%, half cool ranch Doritos. Do you know that ranch doesn't exist in Germany in any way, shape, or form? Like, bro, look at this sweat ass team I'm playing against here. Holy shit, this might actually be an unwinnable sweaty match. Like, look at the rancid, unshowered names. Regret. Washed. Do you know how? Oh. Ooh. Ruh-roh. Alright, guys. What does this tell us? What have we learned? Never even seen that number before. So, did we really play an entire Survivor match, wait 10 minutes to get disconnected from the lobby because one of those super megalodon I've never taken a shower in my entire life tryhards looked at their 17th monitor and saw that, hey, it's a plague. We don't want to play against a plague. Oh, okay. Well then, hit the tactical nuke button. Maybe they crashed the server. Or even had a chance. I doubt it. That was Megalodon sweat names, maybe the most sweaty names I've ever seen in my life. In a different match this timeline, or in a different timeline that match happened. Did it shatter the multiverse? Because it was so sweaty? Well, I was gonna play that last killer match, but it looks like the other gods chose a fate that was different. One where I didn't crash out and eat my microphone. Probably take that as a good sign. So, now we'll see. Outlast Trial stream, potentially. Potentially. I wouldn't mind it. It can't be, it literally, I don't know, can it be worse than Dead by Daylight? Maybe. PvP Outlast Trial stream. Nothing but absolute rage. Anyway. Much appreciated for hanging out. Thanks for all the muttons. The betrayals of the community. The Cringelord memberships. Thanks for watching me get dumpstered on Swamp, making me never want to play Night again because the humiliation was so severe. Alright. Peace.